Hello everyone, and welcome to Cooking with Harry, the only cooking show banned in like every country ever. So today, we're going to be doing a very special thing. We're going to make a Halloween cake. So, cooking a cake in Minecraft is pretty fucking easy. But cooking a cake in real life? Well, there's a lot of instructions involved in that. So, first off, your oven, you're going to want that shit on 350. This has been preheated for like 6 days now, so there's going to be no lack of heat there. So, you're going to take your pan, this is the first step, and you're going to grease this with some delicious grease, and you're going to lightly coat it with some flour. So let's do that. So now that your pan is super greasy, don't touch your fucking face. You're gonna get acne like that. So, now is the real important step. So, for sanitation reasons, wash your fucking hands now. Boom. Now your hands are nice and clean. You never want to cook with shit on your hands. So now take some of your all-purpose flour, or you could use human bone flour, but that shit's pretty hard to come by. So you're going to just kind of put a little light layer of flour, and you're going to flour this shit. Now your pan is now nice and perfectly coated with some flour. You're going to wash your hands. Remember this is a very important step. Wash your fucking hands, seriously. Do you want to die of Ebola? Didn't think so. Wash your hands. Alright, so now you're going to take your mixing bowl as opposed to your slaughtering bowl, and you're going to mix together your ingredients. Alright? So, you're going to take your delicious cake batter powder and open this bad boy up. Now, you're going to probably struggle and try to open it like that. It's a terrible mistake. Just use one of your many knives and you can create a nice little slit and put all of that right there inside of your mixing bowl. Now a lot of people try to make this from scratch, and that's great and all, but cake mix is like the best thing in the world because it's already all mixed and shit. So, now you're going to take your 1 cup of water and your 1/3 of a cup of oil. Now this is an oil like what your car runs off, if I'm talking like vegetable oil. And you're gonna put it on in there, alright? So, now you're going to have to mix this together. So my preferred method of mixing is actually I just stab it. So go ahead and just stab it, okay? Now that it's stabbed a little bit, you're gonna add in your egg product. Now you need 3 eggs. Okay? 3 entire eggs. Now, do you know how to crack an egg? Is that something they teach you? Well, it's really easy. You see that? 1 little crack, boom. Another little crack, boom. I'm such a master. If you get any shell in your cake mix at all, you need to give up and go move to another country. Because here in America, yeah, no shells. Again, what are you going to do? You're going to wash your hands. Now look at that. It's perfect. Can you see that? No, you can't. Whatever. So now, take your stabbing knife and you just stab it. That's how we're going to mix. Just stab it. Yeah. Yeah, no, not really. Take a whisk, like a smart person, and whisk that shit on together. So now you have this delicious looking batter, right? But we are doing Halloween. So, you're going to take some orange food coloring and you're going to put in orange food coloring into this. Now you're adding it until it becomes orange. Right now I'm using a yellow cake and this orange kind of looks red. right? So we're gonna morph this yellow into orange. Alright, so now we have an amazing looking orange batter, okay? So, you're going to take your pan, and we're using a 13 by 9 inch pan. I know, fucking amazing, right? So you're going to take all this delicious batter and let it flop on in there. Now you're going to be really tempted to just eat all of this batter because it looks fucking delicious. But, you know, don't do that. We're trying to make a cake here, not a stomach ache. Ah, yeah. All that batter. Now, you want to really make sure that all of your batter's out. So take one of these little spatulas and make sure that all of your batter's out of this bowl. We want as much batter in here as possible. Alright, so now you even it out so that your cake kind of takes on this form really well. Ah, yeah. Boom! Okay. So, probably have a little bit of batter on your hand. That's okay, we have plenty of napkins. Look at that. So, now the cake is inside of the pan. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna put this shit in the oven. So, we're down up close and personal. So, you're gonna need to put on your oven gloves. Trust me, I have enough burns to tell you that these silly little oven gloves are gonna save your fucking life. We're gonna take our delicious cake. Look how fucking good that looks already. And we're gonna put it in the oven. Boom. In the oven. Set our timer for an entire 34 to 38 minutes. 34 to 38 minutes. Crazy. So, we are magical. So, on the count of 3, we're gonna cook the cake in less time than that. We're gonna instantly cook it. Alright, ready? 1, 2, bam! Cake. Bam. Alright, so let's see if our magic worked. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's looking like a cake in there, isn't it? So, some people test with these little tiny toothpicks. Well, we're men here, aren't we? We're gonna use a huge-ass skewer. So you just kinda poke it right there. Uh-huh. And oh, what's that? It came out clean. That's right, bitch. So now, put on your oven gloves again. Obviously. Be careful. Don't fucking burn yourself. Don't be that guy that burns himself. And boom! Look at that. It's a cake. Alright, so we're gonna put our cake on our lovely little fish. So, now you're gonna need some type of cooling rack if you're one of those guys. I'm gonna use a huge ass fucking baking sheet. Now flip this cake over, and because we did such a great job, do you see that? It just flipped. Just flipped right out of the pan. Look at this. Look at this, no mess. Who's the fucking boss? This guy. That's right. So now you're gonna have this huge steaming pile of cake. Now I know what you're thinking. You want to frost this, don't you? No, you're not gonna frost this. You're gonna let this cool completely. You know why? Because that's what the instructions said, bitch. And we follow instructions here on Cooking with Harry. Okay, and now this is totally cooled. So, we're gonna make this into something pretty spooky. So we're gonna cut it in half so that it becomes kind of this square, right? You'll see where this is going once we do it. So, now we're gonna take our amazing orange frosting, which kind of looks really red, but that's okay. And using another one of these little spatula guys, because I actually don't have any frosting knives or anything. We're gonna frost this bad boy. So, now that it's nice and orange and frosted, we're going to decorate it. Alright, this is the fun part. So now, it's totally frosted and decorated, so we're going to garnish this to really drive home what it's supposed to look like with a piece of fresh mint. That's right, fresh mint. Alright, and now, time to reveal it. That's right, all of our hard work to make a cheesy ass fucking pumpkin cake that looks, wow, it's strikingly familiar to me. This definitely looks like a high class cake. Look at that, and look at that fucking piece of mint that really just complements it well. Alright guys, so that is Cooking with Harry. We have made one of the bestly presented pumpkin cakes I have ever seen in my life. So remember to subscribe and like this video for more awesome shit. So peace out and hail Cthulhu.